Hi everyone, Lynn here. So today I'm going to show you how to make this really easy, cute Valentine's post or mailbox. So I have created a really cool box where you can push it from either side, and there you have a place for your gifts, treats and goodies. I've popped a little piece of card along the front and written mail on there. I've also made this curved piece, which honestly is really simple to do. I've also got a little sort of flagpole here, if you like. So I've also cut out this heart here, which has the word love in, and I've also created a little post for it to stand on, and I think it's absolutely fabulous. There's loads and loads of stuff that you can pop inside there. I've had chocolates in and they looked absolutely fabulous in there. So anyway, let's get started and I will show you how to create this fabulous, cute post or mailbox. So we're going to start with a piece of this gorgeous red card. Now, I actually call it red velvet card, and you need this to measure 8 inches by 6 inches. And what we are going to do is pop it into our scoreboard. And our first score line is going to be at, on the 8-inch side, we need to first of all score at 2 inches. Whoops, that's gone out the line. Do that again. 2 inches and then 6 inches. And then flip it round onto your 6-inch side, and we want to score at 2 inches. So why is that going out the line there? 2 inches, and then again at 4 inches. So then what we want to do on these 2-inch squares at the top and the bottom, we want to come along and score at 1.5, just down to the first score line, and then 4.5 down to the first score line. Flip the paper around and do the same again on these 2 squares. So score at 1.5 to the first score line and 4.5. And that is the scoring done on this piece. So now what we want to do is fold and burnish all of our score lines here. Yeah, so that's the scoring done. What we're going to do here, where I've made these score lines, oops, I don't know which way my camera's gone there. Hang on a second. Oops, squeaky desk. We'll just try and take that. I honestly don't know where that's going. Right. Okay, so what we'll do is, what we need to do is where we've made these score lines here, we need to just cut down those like that. And again on this one. Okay. And then turn your card around, and what we want to do is just cut this little bit away. We want to go up to the top here, like so. Okay. Just get rid of that like that. And I'm just going to put a little notch in there and a little one in there. Okay, so again, come in, turn your card around and just cut that down to your first score line and cut that piece away. Okie dokie. And again, we will just do a little wedge in there, like that. And a little wedge out to that one. So again, we will come to this side. So this is what we should have left. So what we are going to do is just fold this up and around like this. So we get our little box shape like that. Okay, so to do this, I'm going to take some of my double-sided tape, or I'm just looking here, I've got my thick and I'm going to go for this one. I want to run some tape along these pieces here. So I'm going to pop 2 pieces onto here, like so. Okay, so once you've popped your double-sided tape on or your glue, I've just peeled my tape off. What we're going to do is just take this up and around, and I'm going to line this edge up here and stick this down. I will come and do the same at this side. Just line your box up like so and fold it up like that. And then we will do the same here. So I will just peel the tape away on both sides. So then we just take that. Oh, what's happened here? How have I got? So that piece is sticky underneath, and then there's another layer of tape. Oh, I don't know what's happened there. And then we are going to bring this up and around like so. Line it up there and stick it down. And then the last piece, I should have done that at the same time, I think. Line it up and stick it down. There we go. And then all I like to do with my bone folder when I find it is just run it through the inside like that, and then again on this side. So there we go. There is our little box like that. So we'll pop this to one side. Next, what you want to do is take a piece of the paper that you would like to fit over the top of your box. And this needs to measure 8 3/4 inches by 4 inches. You also want to take a piece a piece of card that will measure 8 3/4 by 4 inches, and also a piece that will measure 2 inches by 4 inches. So I have chosen this lovely heart card, which I think is obviously very appropriate for Valentine's Day. And then what you want to do is, with your 8 3/4 piece of card, you want to score at 1 inch on both sides. Once you have scored, so you will have your inch piece on both sides of your paper, then fold and burnish them. Then what I've done, or what we need to do, is take your paper, and we need it to sort of be this kind of shape like this. So the easiest way that I found, so there's a couple of ways to do it. You can either run it over the edge of your desk, or another way is sort of bend it round a little bit as you go, but also to make the shape is I took it in one hand and I kind of just ran my bone folder along the piece of card like that, and then that helped to bend it. And then you could always turn it around to the other side and just run it across like that, because this is the shape that we want to have. Then what we're going to do is bring in your 2 by 4 inch piece of card, and we're going to stick this to the bottom like this, like that. So to do this, I'm just going to grab a piece of my double-sided tape, and I'm going to use my wider one this time. And I'm just going to put this up just sort of before the fold line, so like this. Take that along to the end. Grab my scissors for this, and we're just going to cut that off there, and then do the same at the other side. What we are going to do now is bring your 2 by 4 inch piece of card, peel the backing tape off your card here, and what we want to do is sit this. Okay, so what you want to do, we've stuck the first piece on, and then what you need to do is just bring your, don't know which is the easiest way to do this, bring your card around and line it up with your red piece, right, so put it right up to the edge where the fold line is, stick it down like so. And I've stuck my 2 together, so this is what we should look like on the bottom. Now a little piece inside and this going around the top. So then grab your box and just pop that inside like that, and that is what it will look like. It won't be perfectly straight at the edges, but that's how we want it to look, and that box isn't going anywhere. So that is the first part, so I'll just pop this to one side for the moment. Okay, so now what I would like to do is make a little stand for the box. So we need a piece of sturdy card. Now, I'm not sure what GSM this is, I cannot remember, but a nice sturdy piece of card. Actually, I'm sure this is a red Centura pearl, so a crafter's companion piece of card. And what you want to do is cut that down to 5.5 by 3.5 inches. And we are going to score the card. So first of all, you want to score at 3/4 of an inch. I've already done mine. Then 1.5, 2.25, then 3. So that is on your 3.5 inch side. Flip it round and score at 3/4 of an inch. Flip it round again onto your long side and score again at 3/4 of an inch. And you will be left with a piece like that. So what going to do is just fold and burnish all of these score lines. So where we have the 1/2 inch score line here, what we want to do is just cut these little pieces away. Okay, so like that. And we will do that at both sides. I just need to grab something a moment. Right, okay, so the same at this side. So we're just going to cut those away. Then these score lines here, so these squares here, all we're going to do is just cut up to the first score line. And again on this one here. What we want to do next is grab some glue. Now then, I want this piece of card to be a nice strong piece. So what I'm going to do to make it a little bit stronger is get my construction glue. So this is just my Kalal all-purpose glue, and I'm going to pop the glue down the side here, and what I'm going to do is just bring this piece over like so. Now the reason I want this to be nice and strong is it's going to be the stand for the mailbox, and depending on what you put inside, so if you've got something a little bit heavier, obviously you will need your stand to be nice and sturdy. So I haven't decided what will go into mine just yet, but at least I know it's going to be sturdy enough. So once we have done that, all we want to do is just flip these over, grab the glue again, just a little bit of glue on the tabs, like so. Pop the next one over like that. Okay, so once we've stuck the side down, all we want to do is just flip these pieces in like so and stick these all down like that. So what you will then have is a little tube. Just need to keep that down a moment. Okay, so that is what we will have. Okay, so just to finish my box off, I've cut another piece of 2 by 4 inch of my red velvet card, and this is just to pop onto the bottom. You don't have to do this. So for this, I am going to use my Kalal glue, and then I'm just going to pop that, line it up at the edges there like so, and just stick that down. Then what you want to do is take yourself 2 pieces of card that measure 3 inches by 1/2 an inch. So that's those there. I've just used one of my dies and cut out sentiment there, and what I'm going to do is glue that into there. Pop a little bit of glue here, like that, and I'm just going to stick that onto the back. Then I'm going to grab this piece here and pop it over the top. So then I'm going to pop the rest of my glue just down this tab, line them up and just stick those together like that. And then what I'm going to do, so that's all stuck down now, I'm just going to pop this onto the box like that and just put it on a little bit of a slant. Take my sentiment, so I'm going to do it this way around, and I'm just going to pop that just about there. Then take your little tube and pop some glue on, and what I want to do is just stick this into the middle of the box. Okay, so that's now stuck down. I've cut out a little rectangle and I've written the word mail on, and all I'm going to do is just pop that into the center there like so, and there is our fabulous mailbox, which will stand like so. I'll just stand that up so you can see there. Yeah, so that is it like that. And how fabulous is that? It is absolutely gorgeous. It is very, very appropriate for Valentine's Day. So yeah, I hope I have given you some inspiration to create your Valentine's post box today. So what I've done is I've popped a few little Ferrero Rocher in mine, but there are absolutely loads and loads of things you can fill your fabulous box with, and even with the chocolates in, it will stand absolutely perfectly. So there you can see we have the mail written on the front. Then when we turn it round, we have got the gorgeous sentiment with the love on the little post, and then the back is just plain like so, and then underneath there you can see the gorgeous stand there. And how cute is that? I really, really love it. So I hope I've given you some inspiration to create your fabulous mailbox. If I have, would you please consider giving me a thumbs up and also consider subscribing to my channel? I will be ever so grateful for this, and it will really help my channel out. Thank you ever so much for joining me today. I hope you have enjoyed my video. I will be back very soon with another Valentine's video. In the meantime, happy crafting, take care, and bye-bye for now.